Sonic is a brand new chain, recently known as Phantom, currently sitting at $1.5 billion market cap, but it did reach a high of basically $3 billion market cap, and in June, they are doing a massive airdrop that's probably going to be worth somewhere between $150 and $300 million, so it's most likely going to be the biggest airdrop of the year, and you still have a few months to farm this airdrop. So today, I'll cover everything you need to know on how to get started farming this airdrop so that you can hopefully make some good money from it in June. The first thing you need to do is add the Sonic network to your Metamask. I will leave the link to this website down below, but basically just click on add network and then add these details right here. And Sonic is a massive chain, obviously right now sitting at $1.5 billion market cap, but it will probably continue to do very well for this cycle. It has a lot of hype and it's growing really rapidly. Here on DeFi Llama, I'm comparing Sonic to AVAX and Polygon, and if we zoom in, you can see that Sonic is growing at a really rapid pace, while AVAX and Polygon is actually declining, so it would not surprise me if we saw Sonic actually overtake both of these chains in TVL. If we go 2 chains, you can see that Sonic is number 12 when it comes to TVL, so it's obviously a massive protocol, and they will be airdropping 6% of their supply to users of their chain, essentially. Now, the first thing you want to do is head over to mysoniclabs.com and you will get taken here to your own dashboard. So right now, I recently started farming this airdrop myself just a few days ago, currently at 14,000 points. You will need to connect your wallet and also link your Twitter account. And you can also invite your friends and get your own referral code. To get your own referral code, you do need to put in a referral code yourself first. I would highly appreciate it if you used mine. If you find any value in this video, as it greatly supports me, or you can just use the generic Sonic one and you will be getting your own referral code as well. I will leave this code down below so you can just copy paste it. But you have 3 different ways of earning points on Sonic. So you have passive points, which is what I've been earning. This is just by holding assets on their chain. If we open my Metamask, the only thing I'm really holding is $1,500 worth of stablecoins, USDCE, which is the Sonic native USDC. So I was holding these stablecoins anyway on a different chain, so I decided I might as well move it over to Sonic and earn some points just by holding it here instead. Then you have activity points, which you earn by deploying your whitelisted assets on different applications on Sonic, and then you have gems. This might seem a bit confusing, so let me go a bit more into detail. You have this document that covers everything. I will leave the link to this document down below as well. The way this airdrop will work is that you will get 25% of your allocation right away when the first airdrop happens, and then 75% will be vested over 270 days. And these tokens will be vested in an NFT that you will get, and they have a really interesting burning mechanism, making it so that if you want to claim your tokens before the 270 days, you'll basically be burning any remaining tokens in the NFT. So let's say you, for example, wait 90 days, which is a third of the full 270 days. You will then only be claiming 33% of your allocation, and the remaining 66% will be burnt. So it's actually a deflationary mechanism because a lot of people probably won't be waiting the entire 270-day period, which means a lot of their tokens will get burnt. But it's also a very good way to incentivize people to actually hold the tokens and not just dump it right away, because the longer you hold it towards the 270-day period, the more tokens you will get. Now, as I said, passive points means just holding assets on the chain, and you can hold any of these whitelisted assets. So you have like Sonic tokens, you have WETH, but that's only a 2x boost. As I showed you, I am holding USDCE, which has a 5x boost, meaning it makes me more points than, for example, holding Sonic tokens itself. Or you can hold staked USDC, which is a 6x boost. Then, as I said, you have the activity points, meaning deploying whitelisted assets as liquidity on participating applications, or just use different applications in general on Sonic. And you can find a list of all participating applications right here as well. You, for example, have Shadow Exchange. It links you directly to the exchange. This is the biggest exchange on Sonic. So for example, when I was adding my stablecoins to this chain, what I did was I bought Sonic tokens on an exchange, I withdrew it to my Metamask, and then I used Shadow to basically just swap from Sonic to USDCE right here. So I have now both used the exchange plus I'm holding assets on their chain to make even more points. But the main way to earn activity points is to actually provide liquidity. So you can do so directly here on Shadow Exchange, for example. And you actually have some very decent APRs as well. For example, if you only want to deploy stable coins, which means the risk is obviously very low because price of the stable coins stay the same. So you can deploy USDC-E and USDT and earn a 15% APR, which is obviously pretty high. Plus you will make points as well. Then you obviously have a lot of other applications like Sonic Market, for example. This is another liquidity platform and DEX. So if we go to pools, you can also provide liquidity right here. And then the third way to make points is by getting these gems. Now these gems are basically an airdrop going towards applications. So Sonic will get airdropped directly to, for example, Shadow Exchange, and then the application themselves will decide how these tokens will be distributed based on their users. So if you have used Shadow Exchange will probably airdrop you these tokens as well. So to decide how these S tokens are distributed to their users, each app will run its own independent points program entirely at its discretion. And basically how this works is that Sonic will allocate a substantial amount of Sonic Gems to the winning apps of this program, the Sonic Boom program, recognizing up to 10 winners in each 3 tiers. So you have the Emerald tier, which is the highest, and then Sapphire, and then Ruby. So if we go to winners right here, you can see that these are the applications in the Emerald tier. So for example, you have Sonic Market. So if you deploy liquidity on Sonic Market, you will probably earn gems, and Sonic Market will probably have their own points program and airdrop you Sonic tokens for using their application. In the Sapphire tier, you for example have the Shadow Exchange, which I did show you as well, and then you have the third tier, which is the Ruby tier. Now to get assets onto Sonic, you can either buy Sonic tokens on any exchange and just withdraw it to your Metamask, or on the Sonic dashboard you also have a bridge, so you can bridge assets directly from Ethereum. And if we go to the frequently asked questions, it says, when can I claim my airdrop? The first season of the S airdrop becomes claimable 6 months after Sonic's launch around June 2025. At that time, 25% of your allocation is immediately available, while the remaining 75% vests over 270 days as NFT positions, which I already told you. So also remember that it says the first season of the S airdrop. Normally any sort of application or chain or anything doing an airdrop in different seasons wants season 1 to be as big as possible because it incentivizes people to also use the chain for future seasons. So we saw this with, for example, Blur, the NFT marketplace, had a massive airdrop in season 1, while season 2 and season 3 were not as profitable, which is why I think farming this airdrop for season 1 is going to be a very, very smart decision, especially since it's so easy. You can basically just hold stablecoins on their chain or provide simple liquidity to any stablecoin peer or peer of your choice and make quite a lot of points. Now I do also want to show you this, which is PaintSwap, which is an NFT marketplace on Sonic, so you can actually trade NFTs on here as well. So if you're interested in that, a few of the NFTs which are pretty hot right now is Derps. This is kind of the OG collection, kind of like the Solana monkey business of Solana, or like the crypto punks of Ethereum. These are currently sitting at 4,000 Sonic, which is like $2,000. But you also have Beardies, which is actually made by the PaintSwap team, which is this platform. Now the interesting thing about this collection is that they have some really cool utility, basically doing revenue share with any holder. So it says, with novel provenance technology for fair distribution and claimable rewards, they make you part of PaintSwap's success. So if you hold one of these NFTs, you can actually claim rewards right here on their platform, which is really, really cool, very seamless. But the reason I wanted to tell you this is that, as I said, the airdrop will actually happen as an NFT. You will get an NFT where your airdrop will be locked or vested in for 270 days. So a lot of people will probably be trading these NFTs directly here on PaintSwap, meaning once the actual airdrop happens, the volume on PaintSwap will most likely go up quite a lot, which I assume will lead to these Beardies exploding as well and making a lot of revenue from their revenue sharing program. Now, I might be wrong, NFTs are obviously very risky. You don't have to get involved in that if you don't want to, but just another bit of alpha that I wanted to share with you guys. So there you go, that's basically everything you need to know about the Sonic airdrop season 1 happening in June. I highly recommend you to look further into it and potentially start farming this airdrop. Again, if you got any value from this video, would highly appreciate it if you used my referral code. I will leave that down below. And I will also leave all the links to these different websites I have shown you down below in the description to make it as easy as possible for you guys. Let me know what you think of Sonic. Do you think the airdrop will be worth it? Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know what video you would like me to make next. With that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.